Hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We're in a tricky realm. What do we have here? Nature, a mountain view, a mountain with a lake and trees. Just glorious. The little Celtic tune playing in the background. Isn't nature beautiful? But does nature care about you? Or is it cruel? Is it brutal? Is nature indifferent? Does Mother Nature care about you? Does Mother Earth care about you? Gaia, Mother Earth. Is this just a game? Wait a second, are you just in a game? Is there evidence to show that we're in a game? That this is just a video game, as certain YouTubers claim that we're just video game characters in a Grand Theft Auto type game? That we're not real, we're just in a simulation and we're just video game characters. Well, then where does my awareness come from of who I am, what I am? My consciousness. How could I become conscious that I'm in a game if that were the case? Is this just a game? Do you want to go by evidence, logic, reason, or just speculation from zombies on YouTube, baby truthers, and demons that beg for shekels? What do you want to go by? Do you think you're just in a game? Do you think this is just a game? Are you going to wear a blindfold for life and remain in the dark, remain in denial? Games are supposed to be fun, aren't they? And voluntary. You don't have to join a game. A game you're not forced to play, are you? Can you quit anytime you want if you're tired of playing Monopoly, tired of playing a video game? Can you say, all right, I'm done. I'm turning this off. Or I'm done for the night. I'm not playing cards or whatever game it is. Could be playing Yahtzee with someone. I'm not playing anymore. I don't feel like playing anymore. Walk away. You're done. You're not trapped within a game, are you? You're not held hostage in a game. You're not tortured in a game, are you? Look at these mountains. Who signs up to be tortured? Some people would say, well, some do. Would all of us? All of us here, did we all sign up for that? Does that make sense? It doesn't to me. It doesn't seem to fit that we all signed up to play this game to endure torture. Even if there are exceptions in this realm that say, I would do that. I wouldn't. How about that answer? I wouldn't. I wouldn't sign up to join a quote unquote game that is just about getting tortured mentally, emotionally, physically, in a body, in a tortured meat suit. I wouldn't sign up for that. All you have to do is look. My channel shows you mountains of evidence sky high, proving what this realm is. How many will look though? Or how many are too lazy to look? How many will look at the mountain ranges of evidence? Mountains of evidence, mountains of truth. I've shown you where you are and what this place is. Do video game characters, whether they're playable or NPCs, have consciousness? Do they have self-awareness or any type of awareness? Are they sentient? No, none of them are. Is AI sentient in this realm? No, it isn't. It's algorithms. It's not sentient. There is no true artificial intelligence here in this realm. Are you in denial? I've shown you mountain ranges of evidence, sky high. This isn't a game. They're trying to mislead you again. That's what demons do. They want people to believe that they're just video game characters, that you're not living, that you're not a living being with a spirit that's eternal. They want to convince you of everything that's untrue. That's the role of demons. And I keep showing you mountain ranges of evidence. I keep sharing mountain ranges of truth, sharing and sharing every day. And it's never enough. And I realized something about this realm based on that. No amount of evidence will ever be enough for most beings, most humans, human beings or other beings here in this realm. It's not for lack of evidence. You don't want the truth. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to face it. You don't want to face where you are, what this place is, or what you are, and what evil is. Most of you don't. Most humans, or ones that call themselves humans, whatever they are inside, could be very different. Could be demonic. Could be all sorts of different species here. On the outside, you might look human. Most in this realm don't want the truth. It isn't for lack of evidence. You don't want to look. You don't want to see the mountains. You'd rather study blades of grass, put things under a microscope and just focus on that tiny view. You don't want to see the big picture. You don't want to think bigger and see bigger. Most humans is who I'm speaking to. The rare exceptions would be 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe 70 on my channel that are trying to see. Rare exceptions out of the entire realm. Most don't want to see. I'll say, hey, look at those mountains. They'll look the other way. They don't want to look. They don't want to face it. They'd rather believe this is just a game or just an experience. Well, how come I can't just leave then without doing something painful or something that isn't painless and is easy? Why can't I just wish 3 times to be out of here and leave that way, painlessly, without a gruesome end? Why not? Why is it designed to keep beings here and keep them recycling and keep them with amnesia? If it's just a game, that doesn't add up. That doesn't fit with recycling, with reincarnation. A lot of it doesn't fit these people that say, this is just a game. It's a video game that we're in. No, it isn't. How come so many of us would not have chosen our parents or our siblings or our life path or our suffering, diseases or leukemia as a child? Some people have all sorts of things. Some people have Down syndrome. Some people are mentally retarded. Millions that have been mentally retarded in this realm. Mentally retarded. Severely disabled children. You're telling me they chose that? They chose to play that character? That's ridiculous. That's stupid. You're wearing a blindfold if you're following these shit channels that are pushing, oh, this is just a simulation. This is just a game. This is a video game like Grand Theft Auto. That explains everything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't explain my awareness, my consciousness, my awareness of where I am and wanting to leave, wanting freedom. My desire to be free isn't explained by, oh, you're just a video game character. No, video game characters don't feel and think that way and don't have that awareness and desire for freedom and imagination. The Down syndrome people tend to be very happy people. So maybe they are blessed in that respect. The ones with Down syndrome seem to be quite happy in this realm. Why do 10,000 diseases exist? How does that fit into your game model? Your game model falls apart when you examine it. Games are supposed to be fun, consensual, voluntary. You should be able to leave anytime you want, just like you should be able to walk out of a school. This isn't a school. This isn't a game. This is more like a torture chamber with amnesia and lifetime upon lifetime of getting drained of your spiritual essence and getting degraded the more lifetimes you're here. Are you going to stay blind and blindfolded? Are you going to take off the blindfold, or are you going to leave it on forever? Are you going to leave the blindfold on? Are you going to live in denial, self-denial about where you are? I'm trying to show you something, and I know how difficult that is. Whether I use words, music, images, very difficult to reach anyone in this realm. Have I reached a few? A few handfuls, maybe a few dozen, maybe 100. I've tried to reach thousands. I've tried to reach millions. I've got millions of views on my channels, but most can't see. Men or women, most in this realm can't see. A lot of people deny that. Look at my critics. Oh my goodness. All they can do is name call, say, use a bitch, use a joke. It's hilarious to me. They scrunch up their faces and they snort. They make all kinds of barnyard sounds, demonic sounds, demon sounds, and they play demon games. And the masses keep their blindfolds on. When I say, why don't you take those off? Take a look at the evidence. Why don't you take a look? It's free. Are you afraid to look? Maybe they're afraid to look. They want to pretend that they're in a game, a video game. Or this is just an experience to grow your spirit. How much more do you have to grow? Do you have to come back here another 1,000 lifetimes? Million lifetimes? It's ridiculous. It's absurd. It doesn't make sense. You suffer more. You don't learn more. You get degraded. It doesn't teach you. It degrades you and traumatizes you. And I suspect that trauma is carried from one lifetime to another. If you're paralyzed or drowned in one lifetime, you might have a fear of drowning, a fear of diving into a pool or into a lake, fear of diving, fear of water, fear of the ocean, fear of swimming, fear of drowning, fear of heights. Some people have fallen from heights. These phobias and fears, fear of spiders, fear of snakes, might relate to your past lives. That was Samurai Jesus. Samurai Jesus. He's a warrior. He came here to bring a sword to divide. He's a warrior. Samurai Jesus. Anyways, I suspect these fears, these phobias are from past lives. It might not be your last lifetime. It might be carried from 5 lifetimes ago. Lifetime upon lifetime, you might have a fear of drowning or a fear of heights or a fear of spiders or a fear of snakes. Some people might have a fear of dogs. They got perhaps mauled to death by wild dogs in a past life centuries ago, or maybe in the future. Oh, that's something to think about. Or the present. Your past life, past not meaning your former life, we'll say. Your life before this one might not exactly be before, if you get what I'm saying. Because in this realm, time could be happening all at once. If you get recycled, you could get recycled 500 years into what we would see currently as the future. You could get recycled into our past, present, or future. I think that's how time works here. It's fluid. It's not linear. It's not a straight line, which means you could be recycled into time, any era of time, so-called time, within this matrix. You could be placed anywhere, all right? So if you passed away tonight, you could be reborn, recycled into the year 1776, or the year 3,333 in our so-called future, what we would view as the future in our time period. This isn't a game. This is a matrix, but this isn't a game. Games are supposed to be fun. We're supposed to know the rules of a game. Do you know the rules of this place? Were you given the rules? Do you remember why you're playing here, why you're here? Or do you have amnesia? Is this voluntary, or are you forced? Is it fun? Can you quit anytime you want? Painlessly? It doesn't fit the criteria of a game, and I've said this many, many times on my channel. What we're in doesn't fit the criteria for a board game or a field game like football, soccer, baseball, or a video game. Well, Stephen, you signed a soul contract. Where is it then? Show me evidence that I did that. I don't have any memory of doing that. So I don't believe you. I don't believe that this is a school or a game or just a learning experience. I think it's nefarious and sinister because I observe the way it works and the behavior and the experiences here and this massive suffering, pain, hatred, violence, disease, crime, confusion, worry, anxiety, depression, mental illnesses, physical illnesses, widespread poverty, starvation. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And I've outlined this evidence on my channel. From leprosy to syphilis to genetic disorders that I've shown children have to deal with and endure and suffer with. I've shown lots on my channel. I've tried to show as much as I can that YouTube will allow me to share with you without removing my channels. I've tried to show you things about where you are, proof of where you are, what this place is, how it operates, how it's designed, from the weather and so-called natural disasters or acts of God to the human body design. All of it. I've covered all of it. From spraying shit on fields and everything growing in shit to everything being recycled, right down to parasites that affect animals and humans. I've shown you a lot. Now, whether you can remember a lot and pay attention and learn a lot is on you. That's up to you. I can't do that for you. I can't remember for you. I can't pay attention for you. I can't learn for you. I can't see for you. It's up to you. But I've done a lot to try to help open your eyes. Now, the rest is up to you. Can you do it? Can you see the mountain ranges of evidence that I put in front of your eyes? Or are you going to turn the other way and run the other way and put a blindfold on and then put another blindfold on top of that one and another one, and you're walking around with 5 blindfolds on, covering your eyes and plugging your ears? That's what most humans do. They run away from the truth and evidence presented to them. They don't want to see. They don't want the truth. And they hate me for speaking it. They hate me. They hate the messenger. That's the normal reaction of humans. That's how ordinary humans behave. They lash out at the rarest few speaking any real truth here that makes any sense. And then they try to eliminate them if they can. They try to murder great thinkers, great artists, truth speakers, seers, philosophers, rare beings, geniuses. That's what humans do. You murder. You lock away and you also murder your geniuses. That's how fucked up you are as a species, or as multiple species under the umbrella of human beings. That's what you do. You don't face the truth with curiosity and courage. You don't seek truth as a species. You avoid it. You deny it. You attack truth speakers. You're afraid. You live in fear of facing the truth. You live in fear of beings like me speaking the truth. It intimidates you. It makes you feel insecure. With some of you, it makes you feel hatred. It makes you feel anxiety and envy and jealousy and all sorts of things. Nasty stuff. I'll keep speaking it. You can't stop me from being me.